So I want to do a quick compare and contrast video. Sorry about the noise. That's just that damn ranchero at it again. Anyways, leave it to ranchero to try to mess up the video, huh? Ranchero, can you give me a second, please? Yeah, he said no. Anyways, so look at the size difference. Now, if I were to lift this cage up and put it up flush at the top, you still got like a lot of soil difference. Like be able to plant your plants in here, or whenever you put your bowl for your water for the fish, you could put it in the back, one of those larger ones. You could fit it back there. Still put plants right here. You could still see your lizards in there, even from the outside of the screen looking in. Got that nice little crevice here. You could put a bromeliad up there. You could put all your vine plants to cross over here, giving it a nice cool look. Even from back here, you still got a good view of the waterfall. You know what I mean? And it still looks nice, still sounds great. Solid stuff. I just gotta fix this area like I said I would. Put it with some silicone and some dirt, make it look nice. And then, like I said, you stuff that with some sphagnum moss. It gives us some nice moisture and all that. Holds it for the roots to be able to grow into there. Or just, like I said, you can put some sphagnum moss for even the bugs to be able to go in there, breed, and all that kind of stuff. And you got a lot of area here. And now, if I bring this out to the front here, you could see even the width of it. It's just a little tad bit, but even when you're looking through it, you're not wasting a lot of screen on it. Okay, now I'm gonna put it up flush against it right here, and you got like that much spacing on it. And when you look at the background, the way that it comes forward, it probably ends like about here. So even then, you're not wasting a lot of screen on it on the background, and you still got the great waterfall with the pump, the misting system. I'm still gonna put the fogging system later, the one that just shoots out the fog and kind of lets it all trickle down. So then it's gonna allow the fog to go into here, allow nice humidity in here. It's good for, like, say, baby monitors as a grow out, or chameleons, lizards as a community tank with some frogs, like anything that fits into one of these screens. And the best part is it's covered on 3 walls, so it holds in the humidity a lot better. Still has the top part that is capable of allowing your lighting set on the top of it, even the dual kinds that you need, or the Arcadia to go across. Still has the front that you could still allow for good airflow, or if you need to cover it. This is great for indoor or outdoor use. The paint and everything, I still need to varnish this, but it's stained. Comes in different styles, comes in different colors. Whatever color that you ask for it, you can just let us know what you're looking for on the background, the rock color that you want, the style of it, what type of waterfall you want with one, a dual like this one. Like I said, I could open this up and make it a dual waterfall coming down this side and entering into the other side of that pit. I could do that, or I could leave it like this as a single, whatever. It's always customizable, it's always movable, and you can change things. And it's got the potters all along the walls, and like I said, you can put the bromeliads there to make it look real nice. Now, I have nothing against the screen enclosures. As you've seen, Chiquita, I have one of those screen enclosures as well that I customized myself. I have nothing against it. I'm just showing you the difference on this enclosure that I have available that will be for sale or for personal use, either way. But I'm just showing you the difference between the two. And as you can tell, we have more soil depth for planting. This is for more people that like the bioactive scene. This is more people that like the easier cleanups and stuff like that. I like to rely on the cleanup crews and spot cleaning and stuff like that. Still looks great, still looks amazing, and it's really tough. Like I said, very, very tough and durable. Just some areas I guess I didn't hit it with enough of the stuff, and But the cracks, some of the cracks I like to leave on there because it gives like a good detail, like right there. That looks pretty cool, you know. It gives it like a real aged look. But deep ones like that, I like to silicone that, you know what I mean, in areas like that. But some of them like that, I like that. It gives it cool little looks. It's not a problem or none of that. And if you feel that it is, you can still silicone that and it still looks great. Just like all the other areas that I silicone that don't have cracks, it gives it like a good dirt texture and looks more aged to it. But this is kind of what you can start getting from us and all that. We have different styles, like I said, customizable the way that you want. Um, but this is just one of them. Um, Later on, maybe I'll throw in some plants so you can kind of see it, put in the water bowl and all that, get everything looking real nice. Might even put some lizards in there that might even be sold all together as one unit, even if they use it as a feeder lizard, whatever. It's not going to be one of the expensive ones, just so that way you guys can kind of get an idea. But little by little, I want to show you guys little updates on it so you can see the difference, what it looks like when you purchase it, and then what it looks like as you slowly stock it in with plants and etc. to make it get to the way that it's going to look like in the end. But I want you guys to kind of follow along and kind of see it. That's why I'm doing it like this. But it might look plain and basic right now like this, but when you add the plants, the liveliness, the lizards, the way they interact into it, that's what changes the whole thing. Like I like the way that the flow is just coming up. It's not heavy, it's not harsh, it's just good, you know what I mean? And the only reason why it sounds like that is because that's a far drop. I haven't even put it yet. And the other water is when I filled it up. But that, once you lift it up and put it about the height that it needs to be, you're changing the water sounds. If you want it more quiet, because you can put a rock on top and just kind of let it trickle down the rock. So there's different ways, or even a log, whatever, like driftwood. So there's different ways to be able to change the sounds that you like. But this is what we're making right now. And I like the way that it came out. This is all just dirty from when I was working on all this stuff. I'm gonna retouch it with paint. I was thinking about making it a little bit darker so it can kind of match the scene, or keeping it this light color and retouch it with the paint again, just that way it's the dark scene and it's kind of light out here. Gives it a different kind of contrast to it. If not, kind of gives it a better, the darker color. I wanted to kind of go contrast with this. That's why I kind of want to change it up, but I'm still thinking about it. Talking to my wife, see what she thinks, and we'll go from there. But that's our video for right now, the compare and contrast. Like I said, nothing against the screen enclosures. I do like them, but for other people that like the backgrounds, like the scene, want to have that somewhere where it fits perfectly snug. It even has like a drainage system on the bottom, so when it overfills with water, it starts to allow it to get out. And it even has enough for the drainage for like the clay balls. So that way, once it gets up to a certain height, the water will drain out, but it still allows water to stay in there. So that way, the plants and all that can grab the moisture from the clay balls whenever it needs it and grab all its nutrients and extra water and all that. But you can still make it bioactive with your isopods and your spring tails. But that's about it for this video.